Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is a Pro League match between STX and KTF, and it's on Ungoro Crater. And the reason I did this match is for that player right there, Haran. Haran is being fielded by KTF. He's in brown at the 9 o'clock position, and Hwasin is at the 6 o'clock position in green. And Haran, that's Haran right there, recently defeated Light in his last match. And the question is that a fluke? Or is he going to be able to establish himself as a good zerg player? Light is not an easy player to beat. He's very, very, very good in his zerg versus zerg play. And Ungoro Crater, it's another one of those maps that's kind of flipped via the mirror. You've got basically, it's kind of the reverse of Katrina, where your ramps are leading outside of your base counterclockwise instead of clockwise, and you have an easy to hold expansion right outside, basically right inside your base that leads out to a ramp. There's also a kind of neutral artifact pylon on the map for, I think that's just basically there so Terran can block themselves in if they want to. And at each corner of the map, at the upper left hand, upper right hand, bottom right hand, basically all the four corners, there's pretty easy to hold expansions. There's basically a ramp leading up. And basically, you know, it's your standard ramp like you'll see on Python or Lost Temple or any map like that, where you can basically post a single unit to block the ramp, easy to defend. So I like this map. I'm not going to say it's balanced towards one player or another. Really, I think I'd have to see a couple more matches to really define that. I think there's only been about, I don't know, about 10 or 11 matches total on this map thus far in all of Pro League play. And Haran going to get that second hatchery down at that expansion, and you're going to get to see basically that map feature, see the ramp right there. And really kind of that ramp, that does make that expansion a little harder to hold in general. But you're going to send out that scout to check out Hwasin's base. By the way, special thanks to Mutilong for giving me the proper pronunciation for Hwasin. There's no way I would have been able to figure it out otherwise. But yeah, really, hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but Hwasin Bisu, check out that match. That was fantastic. I have to say I am to some degree a Hwasin fan. It looks like Hwasin is in fact going to seal himself in. And on maps like this, I worry about that simply because on this map and Katrina as well, there's kind of that map artifact that really does, it to a degree encourages Terran to seal their bases in, but I think they get a little too defensive kind of in those situations, and especially against Protoss, I think that's a definite disadvantage. You never want to be kind of in that locked defensive position against Protoss and letting them run across the map. Even when you have a Protoss with even a single expansion, that makes them infinitely more dangerous. And it looks like Hwasin's going to be producing a single Marine right there. Going to try to chase down that. Or it looks like, no, that's the scout in his base. He's going to try to attack and do a little bit of attacking on the SCV. So Hwasin getting a good look at Haran's base. And it looks like Hwasin is also going to go for an early expansion. That's interesting considering he had that barracks in a pseudo position to kind of block off his ramp. A third hatchery going down for Haran. He's already got the spawning pool up, and my guess is he's producing 2 zerglings right now. We'll see if he's able to fight off. Wow, a couple Marines coming out, and a third Marine actually going to push up. And Haran needs to be very careful here because I'm not sure if he has a significant enough force basically to fight this early push off. He's got those 3 hatcheries down. Looks like he's got 2 more eggs coming up, but getting that assimilator down. But yeah, really needs to be careful because even though he's gotten that quick 3 hatchery, he doesn't have a lot of lings on the ground to defend against Hwasin. And if Hwasin pushes in right now, he could find himself in a heap of trouble. And here comes those 4 Marines now. He's trying to get that Sunken colony down, but it's already being attacked by those 3 Marines. So he's only got about 4 Marines. So if Hwasin really wants to camp this position, if he wants to dedicate some micromanagement, 5th Marine coming in, that Sunken colony is almost down already. Looks like Haran's going to bring a couple drones off the line, and Hwasin, yeah, if he wants to fight this off, if he wants to dedicate some micro, I really think he could, but it doesn't look like he's going to. He's just going to, wow, just going to get surrounded by Haran's forces and quickly killed off. I'm surprised he didn't dedicate a little bit more micro to that situation. I think if he had, he would have been able to take out those 4 lings and a couple drones and basically been able to reinforce and maybe taken that expansion. Instead, deciding to macro up a bit, he's getting his academy down, has a second barracks going, so he's going to go standard infantry build. He has a couple Marines out, and more Zerglings going to push up in the meantime. That basically kind of a safe maneuver. Well, actually, no, I take it back. It looks like with that gas, Haran is going to go for a kind of a Zergling push build at the moment. He's bringing 6 Zerglings up against these 3 Marines right here, and now Hwashin's in a bit of trouble. He doesn't have that